Oh, hello guys, and welcome to today's video. Today's review, I'll be taking a look at the 1982 classic Cujo. Or was it 83? Well, one of those years. I'll be taking a look at the Stephen King classic Cujo. Definitely more superior than the book from what I heard. Yeah, plus they had to change the ending because, the little boy, he died in the book, but the only reason D. Wallace would agree to do it is they would change the ending. So they ended up changing the ending. But however, is Cujo good enough to get a 5-star rating? Let's find out and get into the movie, shall we? Ooh. Get out of here, you damn flying saucer. Sorry about that. Now, the film starts off with a little boy sleeping in his room. And then, a scary thing, oh no, there's something in his closet. He turned off his light and ran right back to his bed real quick. So, yeah. But however, will this movie get 5 stars? Who knows? So, yeah. As I was saying, this is how I'm going to be doing my review. Telling you if it's worth it or not. So, yeah. So, and then it basically goes out to a slow start. Then, you see Cujo chasing a rabbit into a hole where then he gets bitten by a bat. So only if Cujo had rabies shots, he probably wouldn't have gotten rabies. Because that's what rabies shots do for dogs. It is to make sure they don't get rabies. So if they get bitten by something that has rabies, they won't get it. Yeah. So, and then, then there's that one scene where Cujo's about to attack the boy that's his owner, but then he probably thought, this boy's my owner. Why would I want to attack him for? Because he was able to still control himself, I guess, before he fully went mad. And so he was like, and then all of a sudden he was like, and just ran off. Because, he didn't, and then that one woman was like, oh, we're not going to tell your father. If he would have told the father, all this shit wouldn't have happened. The father would have probably took Cujo to the backyard and shot him and put him out of his misery, Then that would have been one short horror film. Oh, he's dead? The end. Dun 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 dun. Yep, that's the end of that movie. No, but Cujo ends up killing a cop in the film. There's one scene where the phone starts ringing at the house and it drives Cujo mad because, when dogs get rabies, they get like a headache. And so, yeah. And, so, yeah. And also Cujo, some of the stunts, like him jumping into the car, that was actually a man in a suit. A St. Bernard suit. I wonder how much they paid that guy. And sadly, the dog that played Cujo, he died of bloat. Yeah, he died of bloat, or whatever it's called. Where he got in air in his system somehow, and he ended up dying from that. So sadly, the dog that played Cujo died a couple months after, or a couple weeks after filming of bloat, or whatever it's called. And yeah. So, and also the scene where Cujo, where she basically jabs a baseball bat into Cujo. From what I heard in the novel, she stabbed Cujo in the head with it, in the eye with it, and killed him. From what I heard. But then I also heard he also goes through the window in the book as well. But yeah. And in the movie, the ending, you think, oh, it's going to be happy, oh. And then that fucking dog comes right through the window, and she's like, bam! You don't see Cujo getting his head blown off, but yeah. Cujo just Yeah, that's how Cujo died because she shot him through the mouth, right, probably right through the back of the head. So yeah. Other than that, Cujo's a good movie. Um, oh yeah, the scene where the phone call. If you look closely at the back of the window when Cujo goes through the window, you can actually see someone help Cujo, the dog, through the window. Yeah, I noticed that. If you haven't noticed that, go back and look at that scene, and you can actually see somebody help the dog through the window. And it's like it's fucking hilarious. I was like, I'll be damned. Just like you can see someone's hand in Jurassic Park when the raptors, are walking into the freezer thing or the kitchen. Yeah, you can see somebody's hand. Yeah, they never edit that out. And also, well, I'm not even talking about Jurassic Park. Well, I'm getting off topic. I'll save that for the Jurassic Park review. That's still coming soon, as well as Tammy and the T-Rex. Well, anyways, yeah. So, is Cujo good enough to get a 5-star rating, or will it fall a couple stars short? Let's get into it, shall we? We are greeted with multiple killings from a dog. One is off screen, and that's the farmer. Who, by the way, the farmer guy who owns Cujo, yeah, he's played by the guy from Death Wish 3. He was in a couple movies with Charles Bronson. Yeah, he actually ended up he played the one detective in Death Wish 3. I loved his character in Death Wish 3 because at first you hated him in Death Wish 3 because he was like an asshole and you hated him. But then when he helps Charles Bronson, you're like, this guy is fucking cool. So yeah. So let's get into it. We're greeted with multiple killings in the film. A couple off screen. Cujo basically bites a cop to death. Well, and I think he's trying to eat him too. Yeah, if you look at him, he was trying to eat him. We're greeted to a child almost dying, even though he did die in the novel. They just changed it for the movie. And then we are meted with a guy getting his throat torn out, even though you don't see it. He looks familiar. I forgot what other movies he was in. Yeah. So other than that, will Cujo get a 5-star rating or no? Well, other than that, Cujo is a good movie. People hated Cujo. Some people like Cujo. I thought Cujo was an entertaining movie. I love it. I could watch Cujo like 3 times in a row if I want to. Other than that, I'm going to have to give Cujo a respectable 4.5 stars. Yes, I know it falls a half a star short of 5 stars. And I'll also give it a 97%, and I'll still give it 2 thumbs up. So yeah, I'm definitely giving Cujo 4.5 stars, 2 thumbs up, and a 97%. So yes, Cujo is definitely worth your time to watch. So please check out Cujo. If you haven't seen it, you've probably been living under a rock. Until next time, I'm William L. Jackson Jr., son of the Maniac, and this has been an episode of Is It Good or Is It Not? Thank you. Peace out. This is actually the first episode of Is It Good or Is It Not? Until next time, I'm William L. Jackson Jr., son of the Maniac, and yeah. Goodbye, guys.